everyone. My name is Krupa and in today's session, I will be taking you through the essentials of a Skype interview. A Skype interview could be quite different than a normal face-to-face interview. You will not be at the place or the location of the recruiter. You will be in your own comfort zone, probably your house or even an office. It differs a lot from a face-to-face interview in many ways. You will be in an advantageous position because you have the advantage of being in your comfort zone. At the same time, you might have to work a little more hard to impress your recruiter. Most essential aspects of a Skype interview are the digital handshake, your body language, your presentation. What is a digital handshake? Well, it includes all those activities that you carry on in the first 10 seconds of your Skype interview. It is those first 10 seconds that matter a lot because they help to create an initial impression about you with your recruiter. So make sure that you make the most of it. What includes in a digital handshake, or what you need to ensure to make sure that a digital handshake is successful? First, you need to make sure that the room you choose for your interview is well lit. It is void from any sort of noise or distraction. Another important aspect of your Skype interview is your background. You need to make sure that your background is professional, plain, and something that does not distract your interviewer or recruiter from you. Remember, you want your recruiter to concentrate and focus on what you are saying and not on what is behind you. You also need to make sure that there are no technical difficulties in your interview. It might be a good practice to go through a Skype interview or a test Skype call with your friend before your interview just to make sure everything is in order. You also need to remember to make sure that you have access to high-speed internet connectivity. When sometimes your Skype interview is interrupted by slow-speed internet connectivity or a disruption in the connection, it is definitely a turn off for your recruiters. So make sure that your internet connectivity is up to the mark as well. The next aspect of your Skype interview is your presentation. Now, when I say presentation, I don't just mean how you speak, but also how you dress. Remember, it is the same as your face-to-face interview. It replaces your face-to-face interview. So you need to ensure that you dress up accordingly. You need to dress up exactly the way you would for a face-to-face interview. In fact, you might have to focus more on the colors you wear as well, because we are not in a face-to-face interview but in a place which has lighting, so your gaudy clothes could distract your recruiter. So make sure you choose subtle colors, make sure you choose clothes which are formal, which are plain, and also ensure that you don't have too much of jewelry on. Your excessive makeup could also distract your recruiter, so avoid excessive makeup as well. The third aspect of a Skype interview is the body language. Body language plays a very important role in a Skype interview. Remember, you're not face to face with your recruiter, so you have to work extra hard in case of a Skype interview, especially when it comes to body language. It's usually the best when you bend a little forward, lean, and look into the camera, because that gives your recruiter the impression that you are actually listening and you're interested in this interview. Verbal cues and verbal nods are also very essential in your interview. You need to make sure that you look into the camera. Looking into the camera is what gives the impression of an eye contact on a Skype interview, and that is what is essential on an interview, be it a face-to-face interview or a Skype interview. So make sure that you make the eye contact by looking into the camera. It is also essential to make sure that your hands are not making too many movements, because that would again distract your recruiter. You have the advantage of being at your comfort zone. So what you could do here is jot down the points of your company and then keep them aside either in a sheet or put them down on a Word file and keep it open on your laptop or your computer, just to make sure that you can refer them back whenever the companies ask you questions about their details or their informations. Another important aspect of your Skype interview is to do with regards to the technical aspects. You need to make sure that you have the latest version of Skype updated on your laptop or computer. You need to make sure that your computer is well supplied with electricity. There is no hindrance with regards to that, and make sure that your laptop is fully charged. We don't want your laptop turning off during a Skype interview. You could also ensure that your internet connectivity, like I said, is high speed and is continuous. Ensure that there is no other distraction apart from what is there on your laptop, so to close down all other tabs that could probably pop up in between. You also need to make sure that any sort of an email or any other sort of an notification that might come up on your laptop could be avoided by muting all of those notifications as well. Apart from these essentials, there are certain do's and don'ts that you could keep in mind to ensure your Skype interview is a success. Do remember to smile at your interviewers, because a smile is an indication of confidence. It also helps you to be in ease. So make sure that you smile, and make sure that you address all the interviewers if there are more than one interviewer or recruiter. It is essential that you also address each of these interviewers with their names, and this will be informed to your mails. So make sure that you have a list of these details as well. Do remember to greet your interviewers at the end of the Skype call, and also mention that this is your first Skype call. If that is your first Skype interview, do mention that it's the first Skype interview. Do not navigate from your screen or go on to other tabs during your Skype interview, because your recruiters can make out that you are being distracted. Also, please do not give away your Skype details to anybody apart from your own recruiters, because these are personal details and that could lead you to danger. So that's about today's session. We will be adding more videos about Skype interviews, and do keep watching this space, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel on freshersworld.com. Thank you.